Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. It is the 25th, the day I'm recording this, so it'll be the 27th, I think, when this goes up, hopefully, as long as nothing's happened and I didn't actually post it on time. So Halloween is right around the corner, and I remembered I had a bunch of itch.io games available because I got a bundle way back when, and I remembered I had this game lying around, and hey, Morticians, that sounds like a good thing to, play. And this game is supposed to be fairly short, so hey, let's play it. And let's, it's about dead, so perfect timing. And hey, yeah, we have cam on for once. Oh, okay. Also, I've known about this game for a very long time, but I've just getting around to playing. I've known about it since its inception, basically. Also, my cat's in the background. Let's go to the email. Alright. Hello and welcome to our welcome to our new funeral director. From Matthew Jeffrey. To Charlie. Welcome, Charlie. Nice to meet you. My name is Matthew, and I'm mainly going to be the man who delivers the bodies to you and helps with some of the more heavy lifting. Ever hear the joke about a hearse driver? I'll tell it to you when I come by in a bit. Looking forward to working together. I think you'll enjoy working here. Amy's a sweetheart, but she runs a tight ship. Anything you can't handle, I'm sure. She wouldn't have hired you otherwise. Cheers and good luck. Matthew J., funeral director. Rose and daughter's funeral home. And then from Amy Rose to Rose and daughter's staff. Hello everyone, I'd like to take this opportunity to introduce our new funeral director, Charlotte. Or Charlie, as she told me she likes to be referred to. Charlie is a recent graduate who came highly recommended and is eager to begin her career. Hold on a second. Oh, I can't do it. Here, let's do it this way. It's just really loud in my ear. Okay, we'll turn it down in my ear. It's just loud. Okay, that's better for me. It's like blasting, hurting my ears, so I feel like I'm talking too loud. Because a recent graduate who came highly recommended and it's easier to begin her career here with us at Rose and Daughter's Funeral Home. Please take the time to make Charlie feel at home within our little family. We'll have a nice catered lunch this afternoon, so we can all get to know each other a little better as well. Sincerely, Amy Rose. Okay. And then that's cute. I like the little skull. From Funeral Monthly, things describing each month we bring you a newsletter featuring a topic pertaining to death industry. This month is all about good etiquette for attending a funeral. Really can't believe we have to write this one out, but since we said we'll answer your most popular questions, here we are. Because this is definitely one of the most popular questions. Funerals are a hard time. I understand that, but here are some quick and easy rules to remember for being respectful at a funeral. Generally following the guidelines of don't be a jerk should work. 1. Don't be on your cell phone. We understand you're busy, but this is a time and place to disengage. If you have to be on your cell phone, don't do so inside the funeral home. 2. Don't be loud and obnoxious. You can share happy stories, but other people are also grieving and working through their own healing process. Being quiet gives other people space they might need. Don't get drunk. Everyone can deal with their feelings in their own ways. Just remember to be respectful with the grieving family and friends. 4. Happily reminisce. Sometimes remembering happy moments and positive experiences with the deceased can be a productive part of the healing process. 5. Give condolences. It's not easy knowing what to say to someone But even a simple "I'm thinking of you" can go a long way. 6. Dress appropriately. What this looks like will change based on customs of the deceased and their culture, but always dress in a way that shows respect to the deceased and their grieving family. I'm sure that's going to come in handy later. 8. Give a gift or sign the registration book. This can be flowers or a nice card, but it's the thought that counts here. Sometimes this can be even just cooking dinner for the grieving family. Anything that shows you care and want to help them through the healing process. What matters here: be kind and be helpful. Okay. Let's see. Oh wow. I know funerals are expensive, but I'm just like looking at the prices. Crazy. Let's read about it. Amelia Rose. She also looks adorable. This little lady. Hey, Mochi. Get down, little butt. Hey. My silly kitty. Back in there. Rose and Daughters Funeral Home was founded by my grandparents back in 1956. Rose has proudly serves the area since then, providing personal and affordable funeral services for all. Proud to have carried on my family business for the last 36 years, working with the best and brightest funeral directors and grief counselors in the area. Please don't hesitate to reach out if you've recently experienced a loss and would like us to help you through this hard time. Here at the Rose and Daughters Funeral, we're committed to providing loved ones with the best and most affordable funeral service in the area. We offer a diverse range of personalized funeral service options to fit every need. Open casket ceremonies, lots of money, cremation with ceremony and reception, direct burial with no ceremony, all inclusive, direct cremation with no ceremony or reception. That's not terrible. That's still like a lot. That's like a lot. We also offer custom packages to suit every budget and need. Please do not hesitate to contact us with any questions. Okay. Also, I just wanted to from Amy, today's task. Sure thing. I'll get right on it. Sure. Oh. Okay. This is what I needed to read. Oh God. Actually, there's so many things. Hold on. Hold on. I think you're off. Okay. I was reading other things, so I didn't even. Yeah, got to this part. You're finding your cremation station, and mom station, and obviously you're reading this email at your desk and computer area. I know you have experience working station, but just any question. Okay, right. From Jen. Jen, you look heckin' smoking, lady. Guess some lines you should start being more professional now that we are business professionals. Can't wait to get your reply so I can see your fancy new email signature. I love that you were able to land this gig straight after graduating. Sounds super cool. I didn't even know mom and pop funeral homes were a thing until now. It's not something I really think that much about. I should look more into this, learn more about your world and industry, because as I said, you are now a very serious professional. Speaking of being a professional, my museum gig is amazing. I can't believe somebody paid me to move to London, and not London, serial capital, Ontario, serial killer capital, Canada, to work in a museum. Like, take that, everyone who said I couldn't get a job with an art history degree. I'll tell you more about it when we Skype. My stories require you to see my face and that you hear my excellent British accent impersonation. So I signed you up for a Funeral Monthly newsletter. Consider it your graduation gift. I love you. I'm super proud of you. Love you, love you, love you, love you. Jen. Nice. Okay, so we need to reply to this. Matthew should have dropped off your first body for you to work on. He said you were really friendly and he's glad to have someone young and lively to work with. You'll get used to his sense of humor. Your first body is Miss Garcia, an elderly woman who died suddenly of a heart attack. The family has asked for a closed casket funeral, so no embalming or body preparation is necessary. The family seems a little bit more united than previous families we've dealt with. Strange how grief affects people differently. Perhaps having more time to say goodbye makes things a bit easier. That's possible. That being said, although you will not be embalming Miss Garcia, I do think it's important to take time to clean her body. No one is going to see her body, but I like to encourage my funeral directors to do this out of respect for the deceased, their loved ones. You find Miss Garcia in the prep room. Talk soon. No embalming. Let's see. Not embalm my mother. Environment. Also, this reminds me of one of my favorite YouTube channels. I call her the Death Mother. God, why can I not think of her username right now? And now I want to look it up. God damn it. And she recently posted about it. Hold on. She recently posted a video and I haven't watched it yet. Now I have to find it. Now I'm literally going to YouTube to find it. Oh my god. Isn't this funny? While I'm recording. Mortician. Oh, Ask the Mortician is what it's called. I didn't even have to, like, once I started studying Mortician, I realized exactly what it was. It's the Mortician, yeah. She's awesome. She does a lot of, like, she doesn't always, she doesn't always embalm. But anyway, I love her channel, so good. So that's what it just reminded me of when I saw the not embalming, portion of it. Healthy, what are we ashamed to have for animals? Wait, thank you for anything you can do to help us in this matter. Best, Mia. Okay, so let's reply. Okay, here's. It's the prep room where you prepare bodies for burials and viewings. Because the family's requested a close contact with no embalming, you're just going to clean the body. Click on the sponge and drag it over the body to clean it. Cotton balls. Cap sponge. Interesting. That's it, you're done. Mr. Service sends to Mike, who will take care of dressing and putting her in the casket. Okay. It's time to go to Miss Garcia. It's for you to be responsible to take care of her deceased body, but it's also important to pay your respects to her loved ones. Father Arrow, arrows are head to the funeral parlor. Okay. She would have hated these paintings. She was so particular. Okay. Yeah, at least she doesn't have to see them, I guess. That's, yeah, I guess. Interesting. The fans who said no embalming thought it was mandatory, like required by law, but I guess not. Bombings wear me out. Do this chemical leach into the ground? Seems strange to use a chemical that is known to cause cancer, putting it into the ground like that. Or into the sewer. That's what they must do with the leftover formaldehyde, right? Just pour it down the drain. This embalming guarantees you won't be buried alive, I guess. Heh, stop. Don't make me laugh right now. Mommy, I'm hungry. When can we go? I hate wearing pantyhose. My legs are so itchy. Yo, same. I hated those when I was a kid. Ugh. I hate it's one of the worst things. Going to church and having to wear pantyhose. I hated it. It's always so cold in these funeral homes. I think I might actually miss those sweaters she used to knit for me now. Aww. We usually don't small talk a lot of these things. At least that's what I was always taught. Okay, so now I can head back this way. I did what I could do. October 11th, 10:09. Okay. I'm so frustrated right now from Jennifer. Okay. So let me explain this in a bit more detail. A colleague and I were discussing the tight lacquer livers specimen we have here at the museum. It's from a woman who died in 1907. The liver is tapered inwards from what the doctor leading the autopsy believed was too tight lacing on her corset. It's fascinating because it's kind of a controversial topic. Tight lacing was super popular, and while people associated it with fainting or hysteria, hysteria, God, it was one of the top 10 ways women died. Top 10 ways women died back in the day. It's actually been associated with viscerotosis. I butchered that word, I know it. Which is when the organs fall to the lower part of the abdomen, right? Which is super unsettling, but it can also be caused by being pregnant. So, TLDR. Of course, it's probably messed up some bones, but likely didn't do this kind of internal organ damage. And I'm tired of the condensation about my wardrobe that also implies that I don't know what I'm doing. These are the kind of things I specifically research, and yet am treated like I know nothing about. I'm having a day, Charlie. I'm so frustrated right now. Can I rant for just a second? I'm so tired of hearing strangers, colleagues, anybody, male colleagues, get on my case for wearing corsets. I wear them under my blazer and over a nice blouse, so it's not like I'm dressing inappropriately, even though dress codes are such sexist BS anyway. And I hate how their misogyny gets veiled in Fox concern. Jen, I'm just worried you're damaging your body. You know what corsets do to livers, right? Corsets don't do anything to livers. They're definitely not hurting me as much as your condensation is hurting my head. Ugh, sorry, I'm out of sorts right now. I'll send you another email in a little bit when I'm cooled off a bit. Oh, let's read. Okay, hold on. I know this is about our job. I know this is our next assignment, but we have other things. Hold on. Okay. We all know everyone wants to be respectful at funerals. Don't talk too loudly, be kind, smile, and refrain from making inappropriate jokes, at least around the grieving family. Hey, sometimes some people do need a little bit of pick-me-up during such hard times. Who are we to judge? And a big part of that is knowing what to wear. Roman Catholic funerals tend to lean more to formal black attire rule, and it works for us. Did you know this goes back to the days of the Roman Empire, where people would wear black as a symbol for mourning? Black isn't universally the symbol for mourning, though. And if you're attending a funeral that is from a culture that is not your own, it is important to understand this. Some colors have different meanings, and despite your best intentions, the wrong choice could mean accidental offense. For example, in Hinduism and in Chinese cultures, white is typical color for funerals. For Islam, though, it is less about the color you are wearing and more about how modestly you're dressed. Refrain from wearing any elaborate jewelry and be respectful of your behavior. For I don't know if I'm saying that correctly. Funerals, color of the clothing isn't as important as is dressing modestly and being able to appropriately sit cross-legged. Actually, being respectful is just the #1 rule for any funeral, no matter what. Really, remember that, and please don't hesitate to ask what is and what isn't appropriate to wear. If you are attending to support a friend, family member, or partner, this day is not about you. So be sure to do whatever you can to be as respectful and supportive as possible, even if that means not wearing what you're used to wearing at a funeral, or even if it just means asking how you can appropriately show your respects. From Matthew. Hey there, Charlie. I was driving around the other day, taking our clients on their last trip around town, and I was thinking, I forgot he's the hearse driver. Strange, I know. Did I ever tell you the first time I went to a funeral? As a teenager, about to start university, a friend of mine was killed in a car accident, totally out of the blue. Really tragic stuff. Messed me up. And my friends I messed me and my friends up real good. But so the big day, we all got in our best suits and dresses, packed ourselves in a few cars. There were a lot of us, so we had at least 3 different cars full of us, like clown cars, you know. While we're in the procession going to the cemetery, somebody in our car got a phone call from a friend in a different car. Turns out some asshat driver who doesn't know to not get in the way of a procession drove through the intersection and smashed straight into our friend's car. Nobody was hurt, thank God, but can you imagine getting that call? Anyways, one of my friends in the same car as me, the one who got the phone call, hung up and started laughing, just laughing her ass off in that way that makes you not sure if they're really just crying or if they've gone fully off the deep end. And she laughed, and then we all started giggling because, like, go figure, life is messed up sometimes, you know? There's no moral, no point to that story, I guess. I just remember that story and wanted to tell you because we work with death all the time, and I still sometimes get caught off guard by what that actually means. Oh, before you get any ideas, that has nothing to do with why I became a funeral director. That decision came totally later. It is nothing unremarkable. Somebody has to do it, and I have a strong stomach, so why not? I'll see you in a bit, Charlie. That's interesting. I know somebody who does this kind of work as well. So that's interesting. Special long thanks for the hard work, Charlie. Oh, this is from the mother from Baker. So, hi Amy, pass along our deepest thanks to you and your staff for the wonderful job they did with our mother's funeral. Or I guess from the daughter. It was really lovely. Our family so rarely gets together. It was nice seeing everyone come out for such a beautiful service. My son never gets to see his family. Also, it was incredibly kind of you to let us bring our own food in. Getting to share home-cooked meals, sharing stories, being there together, it meant a lot. Aww. So what I'm saying is, it was nice for everyone to be there like that, together in that way. And I know how much of that was due to the work of your staff, especially your funeral director. Thank you for making this difficult time easier for all of us. Best, Mia. Aww. Okay, here's our next one. Hi, Charlie. Here are the instructions for your next body. You did a remarkable job on the first one. The family was very happy with you. No small feat, of course. Pleasing a grieving family isn't exactly the most comfortable jobs. Job is a man named Mr. Duval. An elderly man died of old age. Nothing fancy, just a standard funeral with embalming. You can reach out to his daughter, Lizzie Duval, if you have any questions. She's handling her father passing as well as can be expected. As always, don't hesitate to ask me any questions. Best, Amy Rose, founder of director. Charlie dear, please remember to wear proper embalming gear. Formaldehyde is extremely dangerous. No, I don't need to tell you, but my maternal instincts are hard to ignore. I promise I won't mother you too much. Well, just ask. Just a little. Ask Matthew, he knows. So we should probably ask the, talk to the daughter if we need to. Lizzie Duval. So she's already okay. So let's just stay in a funeral with embalming. Okay. So how would I reach out to the daughter if I need to? So we do need to get proper gear on though. I'll get right on it. Oh, so we're already in the gear. So what is... I wonder what all this stuff... Oh, this is for... I guess this is for the cremation. This is the cremation center. So we'll go over here. Traditional burials typically require embalming, which preserves the body and prevents it from decomposing as quickly. Certain requests otherwise, all traditional burials will use embalming. It starts by cleaning the body. Okay, so sponge. Oh god, are there already maggots on it? Okay, click on the razor and drag it over the... okay. And drag it over the body to shave it. Okay, you're not putting anything on it. But... oh, I guess that was... oh, that's hair. I thought those were maggots. In order to break rigor mortis, you have to massage the body. Click and drag over the body to massage it. Oh, okay, so it's like simplistic. Okay, in nature. Interesting. The eyeballs deflate once the body starts decomposing. Click and drag an eye cap. Drag an eye cap into each eye socket to give it shape. Click. Eye cap. Eye cap. Oh, these are eye caps. Okay. There you go. To get that shot, you need to glue them. Okay, glue. The mouth sags and hollows once the body starts decomposing. Click and drag a cotton ball into the mouth to give it a shape. And then suture. Suture this shut. Oh wait, needle and thread? Mochi, chill out. Oh, it's just one thing. Oh, it's okay, I see. Okay, click and drag the lotion over the body and moisture. This prevents it from drying out. Okay. Removing blood and placing it. Come on, click and drag a scalpel over the neck and make an incision. I don't know. I'm gonna remember all of this, but I will try. Cheap tube, right? Click on the canola. It's just this. Grab additional tubing. Click the budding to start the embalming process. There we go. And massage the body. There we go. There. And there. I like that it's simple though, because this could get stressful. I'm sure it will get hectic. Oh, I missed a little. Okay, then we have to suture it back up. And then also you need to drain the organs. Click on the trocar, which is this. The fact that I know this stuff exactly from watching the videos. And click and hold on the atom until all the liquid has been drained. Okay, oh, have to keep holding until it's done. Okay. And you're done. Mike will take care of Mr. Joel's makeup, as well as dressing and putting him in the casket. Got it. Okay, so there's like a process. And then it's time to attend the funeral. Alright. Interesting. This is interesting. I like it though. I like it. I couldn't do this for a living, but I like it. Okay, we have to talk to all the people. Came out of nowhere. I mean, it does sort of, doesn't it? Yeah, 1 minute you're laughing, having fun, and then the next the person's gone just like that. Yeah, it's weird to think about for too long, like staring at the sun. I start to feel all fuzzy when I think about it. So weird how our bodies just stop working like that. Yeah, as someone with chronic pain, yes, correct. Absolutely. So strange not seeing most people wearing white. White? Yeah, I think it's different for different family members. I can't remember. I haven't gone to many traditional funerals, so mostly white. But, like, definitely not red, no matter what. He always wanted to take his grandkids to the park, play catch. He loved playing catch. Yeah, he threw a mean curveball, for that's for sure. Humming to himself. He was wanted. Okay. Can we not? Okay, guess we can't. Alright, we're done. I know it says we can sign the registry book, but I guess we can't do that yet. December 2nd, so we went forward in time. We're cleaning our stuffs. Alright, hold on, lady. Heck yeah, LGBT. Okay, let's do it. Funerals, respect. If you've been a long time subscriber to our emails or follow us on social media, you no doubt heard about the misgendering that transgender people are and sometimes objected to during their funerals. There have been notable situations where trans women have had their wishes overruled by their families and have had their hair cut, are buried under their wrong names, and subjected to the wrong pronouns in their obituary announcements. We care a lot about this because we believe in treating every person at the same level of compassion, respect, and care, and this absolutely extends to pronouns and respecting the deceased wishes as per their lived experiences. Yes, agreed. As someone who goes by she and they. I have quite a few trans friends, and I want all trans people to be able to live freely and to live their lives in life and death. And to be able to, have the same experiences that all people do, and to not have their bodies harmed in any way. So I'm glad this game is doing that. It's showcasing that their bodies should be respected. Because I assumed that their bodies had been disrespected in some way, due to their families, because families can be very horrible when it comes to that. I can't talk. I haven't been able to speak about a lot of my situations with parts of my family because I know they won't understand. Because I'm part of LGBT as well as being non-binary, so it's hard to do both, to be both. because it's people don't accept that. Let's see. The CDC's Funeral Handbook on Death Registration, a fetal death reporting offers the fraud directive: enter male or female based on observation. Do not abbreviate or use other symbols. Sex cannot be determined after verification with medical records, inspection of the body, or other sources. Enter unknown. Do not leave this term blank. Leaving it up to observation obviously enters into a world of issues, since bodies can be so different, and because of ingrained bias. There's also the fact that intersex is a thing on gender. You can have like this is such a weird. Also, the fact that I'm able to talk about this because this game brought this issue up is kind of amazing, and I love that. This little indie game is bringing up this big issue. I love that. People can draw in corrupt assumptions, and I don't think a lot of people played this game. And listen, I think they should. People can draw in some incorrect assumptions based on their own inaccurate observations. California has passed what is known as the Respect After Death Act, which states that the death certificate must reflect the deceased's gender identity as they lived it. Hell yeah. So a step in the right direction. People who are trans deserve the same respect and death that people who are cisgender receive. Exactly. Misgendering death takes away this respect. It can also inflict hurt and trauma on spouses and friends that survive the deceased. So, what can we do as funeral directors? Listen to the people who come into your office. In America, especially, some marriages may not be recognized as legal depending on the laws around same-sex marriages, but this doesn't mean you're not dealing with two people who have loved each other in the same way as another couple. Listen, learn, and always be respectful. While you have to work with the next of kin, your duty is also to ensure the deceased lives the utmost respect in their burial. If a funeral is to honor the deceased, then do that. Honor them. I love it. I love this game. I'm already loving this game. Paycheck coming late. Sorry. I don't like the look of this, not one bit. I know you've only been with us for a few months, but maybe you're aware of the trouble Amy has been having. A small mom and pop shop like Rose and Daughters cannot compete with the bigger guys. Anyway, don't tell Amy I sent this to you. Also, I'm starving, so I'm gonna go grab some fast food before taking the hearse through the car wash. 2 birds, 1 stone. And swinging back to the home. Do you want anything? Beef and cheddar? I'm gonna take the hearse through the drive-thru, of course. Freaks people out. I love it. They get so awkward. Let me know. I'm heading out in 15 minutes. Hey Matthew, it's embarrassing, but it seems I miscalculated some of your income and I don't have enough to pay you this week. Would it be terribly inconvenient if I cut you a check for next week instead? If you need the money urgently, please let me know. I feel terribly about this whole thing, and I can cut you a check from my personal account if need be. I'm so sorry about this. I'm sure it won't happen again. Take care. Wow, Amy. That's not good. Meet cutes for death positive cuties. Charlie, I was doing some reading. I know you hate when I try to give you dating advice, but hear me out. There's this dating site that's specifically for people working in the death industry. Okay, so maybe I'm a little worried for you. You haven't mentioned anybody new since the breakup of 2014 that we will never speak of again after this moment. But why can't I date you instead, Jen? But you're always saying how tired you get of people being scared to ask about your day, so maybe meeting somebody in the industry isn't the worst idea. Just promise me you'll consider it, okay? It's harder for me to make sure you're seeing sunlight when I'm all the way across the ocean. I know you look like a babe with pale skin and witchy goth aesthetics are super hot right now, but vitamin D is still a good thing. Mom ran over. I'm gonna try it out because it turns out people get super scared off when you tell them you work in a museum filled with dead bodies. Do you know how not interesting other people find teratomas, Charlie? I don't know. I didn't know we were this weird to outside people. I've been spoiled by having a best friend who is as much of a weirdo as I am. Miss you. Let's grab a bottle of wine for our next Skype date. P.S. If you sign up for Dead Meat, oh my, that's amazing. That is a great, name for a dating website for death enthusiasts. Industry like type. That's amazing. Not the best name for death issue. Yes, it is. It's the best. Tinder rules apply. You have to like me if you come across my profile or whatever. I'm not sure how that works just yet though. Jen. Oh my god, amazing. A lovely note. Lizzie, you have the cutest profile picture. You have a little cute, I think that's a cat. So cute. Hi Amy, thank you for the wonderful evening you and your staff put together for my husband. He wasn't always an easy man to get along with, but I'm glad to have seen him off in such a kind way. Thank you, Lizzie. I love this game. It's so good. Oh my god. I love it. Okay, so now to what is our actual game? What is our actual thing this time? I'm on it. Alright, let's see. Holy Charlie saves funerals for a woman who died from breast cancer. Aw, nothing fancy, just standard cremation. Please don't hesitate to ask me if you have questions. So we're doing cremation this time. Okay. We're doing our first cremation. Okay, we're on it. So, oh god, she's in a casket already. That freaked me out. Also, I just realized we have coffee right here. I was wondering what this was. I wasn't sure if it was a candle or something, but no, it's a coffee. She just got some coffee right here. Oh my god. That scared me a little. Before we cremate Miss Hall, we need to prepare her body. Miss Hall's family brought clothing and jewelry for her to wear. It's important to remove these before the cremation process, as not to damage them. Let's start by removing Miss Hall's necklace. Click and drag the necklace and place it on the purple tray. We need to be able to identify Miss Hall's remains after she's been cremated. Click and drag the round identification tag and place it in the coffin. Great, Miss Hall is set to be cremated now. Oh, is she just going in? Wow. That's wild. I mean, I'm sure it's just that easy, but like... Wow. That's crazy. I mean, cremation is probably the easier. This is the cremulator. Contrary to probably, cremation doesn't turn bodies to ash so much as bone fragments. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Using the cremulator, we'll break these bone fragments down into ash-like remains. Let's start by placing the urn in the cremulator. Click and drag the bone fragments and drop them in the top of the cremulator. Oh god, the skull's going in. It's kind of funny the way it falls. It's kind of hilarious. Click and drag the urn back onto the counter. Okay. Make sure to put Miss Hall's necklace back in the urn. Okay. Don't forget. Go. Oh, the top. All done. The funeral parlor and present it alongside some flowers. Oh, okay. Interesting. Alright, let's talk some peeps. This is nice in a weird way. She liked that we're all here talking. She's always tried to keep the family together. The food's delicious. I know that's weird, but these crab cakes are perfect. You enjoy them crab cakes? Glad she was cremated and not in like an open casket or something. Seeing her like that, I don't know if I could have. At least we all got to say goodbye. She would have liked that. She would have hated this music. She never wanted her funeral to be sad. She would have wanted us smiling. She said so. She fought really hard. She was proud of herself. She never gave up once. Oh, right. I forgot I've already spoken to you. I'm sorry. Alright, we did it. Oh, this is Valentine's Day, I think, if I'm not mistaken. Oh shit, we're closing? Okay, hold on a second. Ma'am, hold on a second. I'll come back to this in just a second. We're gonna come back to the fact that we're closing in a second. Give me a second. She's talking about we're closing. Amy, you're gonna have to wait a minute. You're gonna have to wait a bit. I just got here. I've done 3 funerals. Keep on protecting Earth with green burials. You've lived your life mindful of the environment, doing your part to reduce pollution, and generally help out where you can, so why not continue doing that even in death? Leads us to thinking for a lot of people who are returning to green or natural burials. Natural cemeteries are becoming more popular and are focused on a few rules. Mainly it's that bodies aren't allowed to be embalmed with chemicals that can damage the environment, and bodies must be buried in biodegradable shroud or casket. Not only is this better for the environment, it's also cheaper. In Union Cemetery in Ontario, Canada, natural burial is just over $1,000. Just. That's a lot of money. And so, better for the people, the environment, just maybe not so good for big business. Let's not forget people. This is still a business after all. But really, why go green? Green burials help preserve natural resources, work to reduce carbon emissions, protect the health of those preparing bodies, and preserve natural habitats. Embalming fluids tend to contain formaldehyde, and funeral directors report a higher incidence of leukemia. Going green and not using toxic chemicals for embalming helps protect funeral directors while at the same time lessening the impact we have on the environment after we're gone. We here at Funeral Monthly think green burials are pretty cool. What do you think? Reply and let us know. A challenger approaches. Charlie, I'm playing a new game when things are slow at work. It's called Tales from the Crypt Sweeper. Get it? Get it? It's like Minesweeper, but way harder. Like seriously, it's really, really difficult. And I thought my Minesweeper game was on point after working that overnight front desk job at that hotel for 3 years. I must have gotten rusty. Anyways, instead of mines, you want to avoid graves so you don't disturb the adorable ghosts. The main character also kind of looks like you. Want to start a healthy competition? High score gets to pick the restaurant we go to when one of us is in town next. Jen, are you sure we're not gonna date? Because I feel like she should be our love interest in this game. Okay, so before we look at okay, hold on. Okay, we're gonna read the original one, right? Did you know about the well-known business? I had no idea how to start this email and resource. Google told me that what would be the best and easy way to break the ice, be direct and remorseful. Google said, I don't know what to say, so my father passed away. I've done my best to make Rose and daughters warm and friendly to anyone who chose to use their services. It was my memorial to him, the original Rose, in a lot of ways. And you've all become like family, including you, Charlie, our most recent addition. It's been getting harder to make ends meet. Rent is going up in the neighborhood. I'm finding less and less like I have the energy for this business. There's a lot of competition from other funeral homes, larger corporations than we are that can take on more business and offer more impressive services. You know the way it goes. So we've been bought or sold. Either way, soon Hillside Heritage Enterprises Inc., company that owns many funeral homes in the city and across the country will replace Rose and Daughters starting from the beginning of the next month. Same building, same name. They're keeping the name Rose and Daughters Funeral Home for tax purposes. But honestly, I'm trying hard not to just see it as a move on their part to keep up the image, but as a family-run business. I don't know how I feel about that, but I also don't know if there's anything I can do at this point either. I've signed the papers. I think my father's legacy is still intact somewhat. They have a good reputation, and I'm agreed to keep y'all on. That was one of my stipulations. I would sell as long as you weren't without a job. Sorry I didn't tell you in a more personal way. Would have loved to have a company lunch, but I admittedly, I didn't have the heart to tell you in person. This is easier for me. Please understand this, really. Amy, this is so rude of you. So rude. Hi, Amy. I'm so eternally grateful that you were able to accommodate her request for my sister's funeral. It was a beautiful service, and she would have been happy with it. Such a weird thing to say, isn't it? Thank you again from the bottom of my heart. Sincerely, Margarita. People like Ryan with a grief counselor, or other professionals who can really help him. Sometimes we get emails like this when people don't know where else to turn. It's difficult, and family isn't always the most reliable for some people. Usually I would be happy to connect him, but I'm feeling a little tired today. Not my usual self, and it would be good for you to start building these kind of relationships on your own. You're a treasure, Charlie. Amy Rose. Don't know what to do. From Ryan Garcia. Hi, Amy. I know this email might be odd, but you said if I ever was having trouble, I should reach out. And you should know, talk to her about all this. I don't know what to do. I know my grandmother had lived a full life, good life, and I was very happy in that she's not in pain now, but I still feel empty. Amy, I've never felt this empty before. What am I supposed to do now? I thought I was stronger than this. Can you refer me to someone to talk to? I don't want to freak out my mom right now. She's dealing with enough with work and the will and trying to just be the best mom she can. I just need somebody to tell me that it'll be okay. Thank you, and I'm sorry for being inconvenienced. Ryan. Wow. Okay. Oh, also, Tales from the Crypt. We can play that. Okay, so what is this? About the pacemaker. They can be tricky best. Pacemaker. Hey, Amy. You asked if there was any special we wanted to pass along. Yeah, Rose. Cremation pacemaker. Okay, hold on. I want to pass along. Just please cremate my father. He has a pacemaker too. The doctor told me that would need it to be removed. Thanks, Mariana. Okay. Okay. Alright, well, before we do that. Oh, so oh god, we can play this now? That's hilarious. Oh my god, okay. So, right for flag and left for dig. Okay. Oh, this is wild. Oh, those ghosts are cute. Oh, I guess I died. Okay, that's fine. This interesting. This is like a cute it's a spooky version of almost say Minecraft, Minesweeper. Okay. Wait, but where's the original thing about the case itself? Wait. I don't even see that one. What do you mean? We just have this? guess we're just gonna... Okay. Please create my father. He's a... Okay. He has a pacemaker. I guess we're gonna have to figure out how to remove a pacemaker. Alright. I'm over here trying to figure out... And also the fact that we got bought out. Can you hospital so we don't have to worry about removing any valuables from him as the family identified any clothes. Pacemaker so that we have to remove that before cremation. Speakers or batteries. They will explode inside the hot heat of the cremation machine, and we definitely don't want that. So click and drag the scalpel over the heart to make an incision. Oh my god. Oh, being dumb. Being dumb. I forgot. You just have to just do it along the line. Alright, we got it out. Alright, he's good. Goodness. Alright, sir. You're not gonna blow up in the machine now. Let's get these bone fragments in here. We're good. Oh, hey, we got a pink-haired lady. Did you ever end up clearing the air with your father? No, we talked a few times, but no, not really. Sounded like a difficult man. Oh, were you gay? Stubborn, that's just it. Stubborn. I'm just assuming, considering how close they're sitting next to each other. What do you want to do after this? It's pretty nice. Now let's change and go find a place on Earth. Sounds good. I could, hey, did you ever... Did I church time we tailgated? I always told him to quit smoking, but of course he never listened to me, so that figures. I like your pink hair. What if he ever liked me? He was nice to me, but I don't know. He never seemed like he really cared if I was there or not. Did I talk? Oh, yes. I did. Alright. Okay. What we got now? I want to apologize and thank you for the service the other month, and I want to apologize if I was abrupt. That was kind of a shock for me, and I didn't feel comfortable with the whole process. He wasn't supposed to die yet. It hasn't been easy. Aww. Oh, maybe that's why the thing was so weird. Okay. Okay. Let's see. Welcome back. Now, we rarely do listicles here, but for this monthly newsletter, we thought listicle would be the best way to deliver this monthly advice. What not to say at a funeral. We know figuring out the right thing to say to a grieving friend can be extremely difficult, and since that's such a personal issue, it's hard to give specific advice. Some things will be more comforting to other people. Fortunately, we can deliver a little more solid advice on what to not say to someone who's grieving. So here it is. Funerals Monthly's top 5 things to not say at a funeral. 1. At least they're no longer suffering. Yes, that's terrible. Never say it. Even if it's true, nobody wants to hear this. It's probably not your place to dictate. Who wants to be told that the death of somebody they love is for the best? Like I said, even if it's true, don't be that jerk and just don't say it. Were they saved? Oh God, that's terrible. The religious statements, just don't. Why? Because not everyone agrees with religious views, and not only is always not only, and oh God, so this is worded terribly. And it's not always comforting. Yeah, okay, so this should be omitted. It can also be insulting. They're with angels now. See above note, then rinse repeat. Absolutely. Let me know how I can help. This one is tricky. You want to help? Those in mourning won't always ask for help. If you want to help, suggest specific things. For example, I'm free if you need someone to babysit the kids. Actions are better than passive statements. Cook something for them, take them to their favorite restaurant, or buy tickets to see a movie together. I know how you feel, even if you think you do. Everyone grieves differently. Don't focus this on yourself. Empathy doesn't involve having to this word always trips me up. Commiserate. Sometimes people will want to hear your experiences, but don't assume they will ask first. For a quicker version of this that can be applied to any situations, just don't say stuff just for the sake of saying stuff. Just say, I'm sorry, if you don't know what else to say. From Jen, love mushrooms. Also, I just wanted to say, I assumed it just was saying Jen loves mushrooms, but her name is Jen Love. So, this says mushroom. You hate mushrooms so much, I found the perfect thing for you. I actually really hate mushrooms, so this is valid. But thinking about death. I know, shocker. Look what you've done to me. I think I'm with this mushroom suit. No, it's not called that, but I can't remember the name of it, and I'm writing you on my phone, so I don't feel like Googling it right now. Anyways, the idea is that it's a biodegradable suit that the deceased wears. It's made with people called biomix, i.e. mushrooms, and other microorganisms that help to decompose bodies. Neutralizes toxins in the bodies and provides nutrients for the souls for plants. I think this one company even offers casket liners for use in green caskets. I think this is what I want. It'll be just like Hannibal. Wait, don't tell people I said that, okay? This woman's perfect for our character. Seriously, it's pretty cool. I love all the death innovation happening. We might as well do something when we're in the ground, you know? Love you. Think about it and let me know your thoughts. I want all of your thoughts. If it's not this, then maybe I'll have my ashes made into jewelry. But seriously, I'm probably gonna do this. There's no harm in planning ahead, am I right? Jen. I love her. I love her. We read this one, right? Yeah, we did. So hoping you wouldn't have to confront the situation yet. Anyways, they're never easy. Rosendar has been asked to prepare the body of a young man who took his own life. He had a will prepared and asked for cremation, but the family has demanded a traditional burial instead. Unfortunately, he didn't make anyone his power of attorney or didn't have any witnesses signing his living will or his advance directive regarding these wishes. So his family is legally in the right to do whatever they want with his body, and it's unfortunate, but we have to do as he family's wishes. Actually, no. Nah, man. Matthew's great should obviously take this on if you are uncomfortable with the subject. Instead, we have a second body you can prepare for a funeral we're hosting later in the afternoon. Charlie, is the suicide something you're comfortable dealing with? Let me know. Disregard our son's will as a matter of his burial. He was clearly not thinking right and didn't know what he wanted. Proceed with an open casket burial as family will bring a check. No, y'all are assholes. Sorry. You disregarding your son's last word. No, I'm not comfortable. Sorry. We're not doing that. That's just rude. Like, he committed suicide. And you want to display that. Like, that's just horrible. I just can't see why anyone would want to see that. I couldn't want to see that ever. That would hurt too much. Has asked for an open casket funeral. Okay. Okay, rigor mortis. So we need a massage. Eye caps. Glue. Moisturize. I like the sound effects. Put some tubing into the incision for the drain. Tubing, right? Okay. Close the incision. And then trocar. Cool. Nice. Showing suffering and pain. Yeah. Yeah, that's... I love how these are some of the things that are being said are things that the little letters that we read in the emails are telling you not... telling you not to say. Because, wow. Where's Maria? She can't be here. She didn't want to see her mother's body. I mean, I don't blame her. I'm pretty impressed with the food. Did you try the amaretti? I haven't cried since she died, not once. How is Anna crying and not me? I'm the one who lost a parent. People grieve in different ways. My dude. Doesn't look like her at all. Okay. March 3rd. Who the hell is Chad? Oh, he's one of the new dudes. Okay, Chad, I'm gonna talk to you in a minute. I will read your shit in a minute, Chad. Of course your name is Chad. Funeral rites. Even in our own culture, maybe maybe something many of us may be unfamiliar with. For many people, all they know of funeral traditions are what they've seen in media. But, and I think this goes without saying, funeral rites and traditions aren't the same. Across the board, different cultures have different protocols for cleaning the body to different aspects of the service itself. Religion provides different paths for dealing with the death, but the goal is almost always the same: offering support, guidance, and ease to the people who are grieving. In Judaism, intermittent usually begins immediately after somebody has passed. Up until burial, the body is never supposed to be alone, so often families will appoint a shomer, a guardian, to remain with the body. Preparation for burial began as soon as possible in Muslim traditions as well. Local Islamic community organizations are also often involved and help the family make arrangements for the funeral service and burial, but not all practices are strictly religiously focused. In the aughts in South Korea, the amount of graveyard space began to shrink drastically, causing a law to be passed that required families to remove a loved one's body from its burial place after 6 years. Many families began to cremate more often, but there are also companies that compress remains into beads in turquoise, pink, or black called death beads. This also occurs in North America, Europe, and Japan, but remains much more common in South Korea because of the space issues in graveyards and the expenses of cremation. Yep, I know about that. I know about the space issue. There. And not all practices are somber either. Ever hear of the turning of the bones, or Famadihana, a ritual by the Malagasy people of Madagascar? Famadihana has families return to an ancestral crypt, exhume the bodies wrapped in cloth before dancing with the bodies to lively music. This practice of celebration, remembrance, and a way of keeping the deceased involved in family news. That's interesting. A bit, I don't want to say gross, but it's a bit stinky. But I'm gonna assume they must dress it in something to make it smell a certain way. Maybe they don't. I don't know. I don't know the custom. But that's an interesting tradition. It can be a difficult time for many people, obviously, but that doesn't mean there isn't a beauty in the ways we choose to honor, celebrate our deceased. Correct. You're invited to attend a death cafe. Oh, that sounds interesting. Can't really write much right now. I have a lot of work I have to do with an inguinal hernia from 1750s, the oldest in our collection. And you can even see this bit of paper the surgeon put in after removing the hernia. It's super cool. Send you the link when we have the catalog. What is my life? What is the sentence I just typed? But anyway, this event that I'm forwarding you is taking place near you. It's figured you'd be into it. Might help that feeling of restlessness you were talking about before. Could be good to talk about some of the things you're feeling. Lots of death positive people there. Sounds like it'll be a safe space. You're invited to attend a death cafe. Come increase awareness of death. Awareness of death with a view to help people make the most of their finite lives. Join us. Have a tea and a cake and talk with others about thoughts, fears, and illuminations on death. The founders of a death cafe movement, John Underwood, once said, "When people talk about death and dying, it tends to illustrate their humanity. See everyone at the Upside Down jar next Thursday." Interesting. Chad, I would see your stuff in a minute. Can I just say first off, this is bullcrap. Ugh. Knowing how these corporations run, I wouldn't be surprised if they're monitoring our emails now. No, okay, I don't really believe that. I'm just upset. I get that Amy didn't have much of a choice. You can only fight a huge corporation taking all their business for so long. This isn't 6 feet under, and they just swooped in, and now we have to deal with their BS practices. They're colder than the corpse I picked up from the morgue this morning. Who charges this much for funerals? It feels dirty and exploitive. Let's grab a drink after work. I need to blow off some steam. And emails aren't really the most appropriate place to do this. Too late for me, I guess. P.S. If you're reading this, Hillside Overlord, good. Oh, great. Let's see what Chad is about. We're pleased to bring on Rose and Daughters as part of Hillside Heritage Enterprises, Inc. There will be another institution amongst hundreds of other properties owned across the country. But of course, as part of the adjustment process, the Hillside Heritage Enterprises, Inc. culture, I got a feeling these videos are going to be split. And if they are, I'm most likely going to have it sectioned off to where we ended up ending the first portion where when I find out that homegirl wants to sell. I think this game takes less time if you don't read everything, but I'm reading everything. Okay, so that's what we're gonna do. It'll probably split for like maybe it'll be 2 videos or something. We'll see. Hundreds of the growth history, but as part of the adjustment process of the Hillside Heritage changes that will come to Rose and Daughters, you'll send out the memo regarding the specifics and details of the changes, and we expect them to be followed impeccably. Glad to leading the way for Rose and Daughters from now on. Ugh, Chad, whatever. Below the details for our next client, ensure you follow the requests exactly after you're done. We'll really work in order to properly evaluate you at the end of the month. Oh god, evaluations. For agreeing to take care of Jocelyn's cremation. Cute photo, Leia. I know she wanted to be cremated, and to be honest, I don't think I could bear seeing her like that after what happened. Oh, it was a bike accident. Thank you. She just wants a cremation. Okay. Let's do it. Prepare Miss, I think this is an Ionsko's body for cremation. Okay. Watch. Place the round in the coffin. Okay, that's it. Oh, another thing about this game, you can change the highlight options. So there, you can change it to pink, blue, or green. But I think the pink looked the best, so I kept it at the pink. I don't know. It just looks aesthetically pleasing of the shades that they had. Should we do a visual at the spot? Careless driver, I swear to God. I'm glad I'm here, but wow, I just need a glass of wine and to binge watch something right now. I have to go through all her things. How am I supposed to decide what to keep? If you need help, I can help. No thanks, I mean, but no. Thanks, I mean, but no. I don't know. It's so intimate. It feels like I should do it myself. She'll kill me if others saw the things we have. Ha, yeah, she was kind of a closed book, except to you. Yeah, she was She was always so careful. Wore a helmet, signaled use the bike lanes, asshole drivers. They need to pay attention. Have you heard what's happening to the driver? No, I haven't wanted to ask Leia. This has been hard enough on them without asking about the legal ramifications of all this. Yeah, after all this, let's see what we can do to help them. Shouldn't deal with the death of their partner all by themselves. So about his cremation, I would have lost it seeing her body. Oh, he's 100% reading our emails. What the fuck? Charlie, I need a beer after work. Also, Charlie, beer after, also, I can be hungry and angry. And no, I will not stay hangry ever. Hello. Here, I expect you to follow him now. First and foremost is require uniform and dress code. There's no tattoos are to be visible. A tattoo? Are you kidding me? Her tattoos are so cool. When speaking with customers and clients, consider the opportunities to upsell, i.e. always encourage the deceased loved ones to purchase the higher quality package. We find that encourage loved ones to think of the comfort and style the deceased has experienced. There's no price limit on it. Additionally, food is no longer allowed to be brought in. Instead, encourage deceased loved ones to purchase our... Oh, this is stupid. She made a dumb decision to sell. Oh my god. Catering concepts provides high quality. Oh my goodness. Salt all the opportunities instituted effective immediately to ensure a smooth transition. No. Chad, you're the worst. Hold on. Okay. The appeal of a home funeral is apparent for many, especially if the deceased was somebody very close to you. The idea of keeping them at home until they are ready to be buried or cremated can be comforting. It wasn't that long ago that we were taking care of our own deceased, but nowadays people are quick to pass off their loved ones to a funeral home. Most families aren't given the option and assume this is mandatory. Funerals will almost always prepare the deceased using embalming and other methods to make them appear more alive. But isn't this process counterintuitive to the grieving process? Being around the deceased allows the bereaved to spend a longer period of time with their loved ones' bodies, which can help them mourn or give opportunities to family members and friends to see the deceased one last time before they are taken to be buried or cremated. The idea of keeping the deceased body at home may sound gross, but it's important to understand that decomposition takes a long time, and you can further slow the process by keeping your home cool and dry. To be around your loved ones and to see them decay naturally is an important part of the grieving process. Home funerals aren't just more intimate, but they are economical. A traditional funeral, complete with body preparation, service, flowers, cards, and many other hidden costs and fees, can cost up to $7,000 to $10,000. Goodness. When you're able to take care of your loved one yourself, to wash and dress them, and to organize their viewing from home, the only cost remaining is entirely in the cremation or burial itself. However, it's important to understand that different rules apply, given on what state you live in. In all states, it is legal to have your loved one's body at home after they die. States like Alabama, Connecticut, Illinois, Indiana, Louisiana, Michigan, Nebraska, New Jersey, and New York require a funeral director's involvement, from signing a death certificate to overseeing burial or cremation. If this is the route you decide to go for yourself or your loved ones, make sure you follow everything by the book. But you know that this may be an option available to you and your loved ones if you choose. I just saw a video of a gorilla walking on its hind legs, like a human being, Charlie. A human being. We, as a species, have seen the beginning of our end. Dr. Zayas. Interesting. Charlotte. Ugh, my name is Charlie. I have read your request on behalf of a potential family inquiring if we can perform green burials. I should inform you of this in the beginning, but we do not perform green funerals as they are not cost effective. All employees in the series of Hillside Heritage must comply. We do not wish to lose potential customers, though, so do try your hardest to convince the families requesting green burials to choose a traditional burial package. Cast in vaults instead. I trust you. No, we'll lose them instead. City to dispose of any unclaimed bodies. It's a important revenue stream for us, as I'm sure I don't need to explain to you, Charlotte. Although Hillside Heritage Enterprise Inc. has been paid a decent wage from the city for these services, cremation is preferred here as the more cost-effective of the two options. The first unclaimed body we will be handling belongs to a middle-aged man, possibly homeless, whose body has yet to be claimed. No special preparations are needed for this cadaver aside from cremation. I hate this man. This man is the worst. I want to strangle him. Which is sad when I'm just supposed to be preparing bodies in this game. I miss the other lady. This gentleman, we need to prepare this body. At least the narrator for this portion is still very kind to the people. Having files on him that would damage during cremation, so let's worry about putting his identity tag into the coffin with him. Even if he doesn't have a name, he still is to be respected as someone who has passed. This poor man, he doesn't have anyone. Guess he was homeless. That's sad. But we will respect him. What do you want? Chad, I will see you in a minute. Water everywhere, and a drop to drink. Water cremation. We can call it a few things like flameless cremation, a bit of oxymoron, but we'll let it slide. Or perhaps more commonly, resomation. It's a technical name, though, is actually alkaline hydrolysis. Whatever you call it, it's here, and it's an environmentally friendly alternative to the traditional cremation. But for the sake of the translation, let's call it water cremation. We all know that the traditional cremation and burials take a huge toll on the environment. The high energy consumption that adds to the greenhouse gas effect being one of the chief amongst them, and water cremation is an alternative method available for the eco-conscious amongst. How does it work? It's basically a water-based chemical process that uses really strong alkali in water heated up very high, about 350 Fahrenheit. It basically works like a sped up version of natural decomposition. The excess water gets put through the same water treatment process as any sewage water at a factory. And alkaline hydrolysis uses significantly less energy than traditional cremation process. It's neat, huh? It's been around for a bit. and in some places became legal around the end of the first decade of the aughts. Not a bad alternative for those who don't want their death to have any greater impact on the environment than necessary. I kissed her. Oh boy. Dating a special effects makeup artist, and she's like the coolest person I've ever met in my life. She totally loves Ava's possession and was eagerly freaked out by the possession scene, but so utterly delighted at the idea of a support group for people who have been possessed. That was your best recommendation in a while, Charlie. You were slipping there. I was getting worried you had lost your taste. But yeah, her name is Lily, and she's super death positive and isn't freaked out by my work, and also is into it like the last dude I saw, Jason? Michael? Guy, can't remember. So she's bi. Love it. Love that for her. I just really like spending time around her. I can talk about whatever I want. It's never a conversation stopper. He also totally gets what I mean when I say that, like, working with death and spending so much time thinking about death actually makes me happier. It makes everything else feel so much more worth it, you know? Memento Mori, or whatever they taught us in that one poetry class we took. We just clicked. Feels good. Fun and affirming, like dating should be. I'm thinking of taking her to Maple Meadows. She's super into roller coasters, and I think the idea of sharing cotton candy, maybe not. I don't want to throw up on the rides. It's secretly cute. Maybe I'll kiss her on top of a Ferris wheel. Be super corny and cliche for once in my life. Anywho, enough about me for now. I'm still kind of in shock from your last email. Do you think you're gonna do it? You know you have my support 100% no matter what you decide. Are we gonna quit our job? God, are we gonna quit our job? For Matthew, I'm done. It's official. I put in my 2 weeks notice. You know how unhappy I am working for Mega Corporation 101. My skills, especially my driving ones, are useful in other professions. I'm not worried about myself. But you I'm worried about. You're too good for this corporate scum. You actually care about the people you work with. And for. Don't let them defeat you, okay? P.S. I'll bring beers over next week. We can talk a bit more freely. Announced that just signed a contract with Morning Valley Hospital, allowing us access to all the cadavers that come through their pediatrics and maternity wards to work with the Morning Valley Hospital, which takes over 100,000 patients and receives, oh god, that means children and mothers, children and mothers, you know, to convince the Dimka family to take the standard funeral. I had to contact them myself in order to not lose a sale. Then close emails for a lesson on how to properly upsell potential. Don't want to see that we lost any customers because of your refusal to upsell. That's part of your job. Home funeral for my wife. Funeral practice. Thank you for considering us in this hard time. Best. How you at home, but I assure you the best way to honor your wife is through a traditional funeral package instead. Promise your wife's funeral with us will be a beautiful, intimate gathering where all of her beloved friends and family can come together and say their goodbyes. Exterior embalming will allow for everyone to view your wife, ensuring that everyone can see her one final time as she was beautiful, peaceful, and courageous. Care food. Okay, yeah, he just being a dumb asshole. Yeah, he's just being a gross human being. He's being a soul-sucking leech. Wait, register a business? Oh my god, wait. Holy shit, are we really doing this? Oh my god. Are we gonna buy out? Wait, are we gonna... Oh my god, I think we're gonna buy... Oh, I think we're gonna buy the funeral home. Oh, that's gonna be... If that's what's about to happen, hell yeah. I'm into it if that is, because I did not want this to get really depressing and sad. That's for an open casket funeral. Okay. hope so. Okay. Because these leeches cannot have this, they can't have, they don't deserve. Damn, she has a lot more blood in here. Okay, then... Oops, wrong thing. Here we go. Putting the power, we're getting the power back into this. What are these hungry? These always make me so hungry. You're always hungry. And what of it, sir? I mean, not sir. Oh, trap, ma'am. I'm sorry, ma'am. Or person. I don't want to misgender you. This feels so impersonal. She would have hated this. Exactly. I don't know. They must have had the reason. Oh, hey, what did you think of that trailer I sent you? Oh, yeah. I've heard that show is good. I saw that video. That one. Get actor doing karaoke. It's so cold here. I think they have the air conditioner on too high. Yeah, let's go for a walk. It's really nice out. It would be good to stretch my legs. You think we did the right thing? I feel bad not doing what Mom asked for. I know, honey, but what that Chad... We don't want to end our time by letting her rot. Yeah, I just want Mom to know I loved her. Wish I hadn't yelled at her before. She knew you loved her. Fights happen. Please don't be hard on yourself. Gonna miss her. Me too. Fucking Chad. Chad is the worst. I hope Chad loses all his money. Hope you lose all your money, Chad. Oh, hell yeah. We definitely got our own office and everything. Look at this setup. Look at that. We got... This looks heckin' cool. Look at this. Yes! I love it. From Amy. Charlie, I'm so proud of you. I knew there was something special in you when I hired you from Rose and Daughters. If there's anything you need to help, please don't ask. I'm always happy to help. Best wishes. Surely miss you and Matthew's terrible sense of humor. You never believe what new job I'm working now. Open email to find out. Hey Charlie, when I first became a hearse driver, I was told that my most important job wasn't steering, it was sympathizing. I respectfully disagree, and thankfully I concentrated on my driving skills. Since I'm now working as, wait for it, bus driver, a school bus driver, Charlie. Can you believe that? Pretty sure. If I said the most important part of my job now wasn't steering, I'd be fired immediately. I didn't know how else to tell you. For some reason I was worried you'd think less of me. but I don't know why. You've never been the judgmental kind. And besides, corpses are way easier to deal with than children. Screaming children, might I add. I actually love it. These kids can be pretty cute. But don't tell Amy that I told you that. She was always harping on me for not having any kids and for being all cynical about them. Congrats on your new business, Charlie. I'm proud of you. Swing by your new place one day and show you my new wheels. Maybe we can grab a bite to eat. Be seeing you, my Matthew. Aww. From Jen. Congratulations on your new business. Charlie, I'm so happy for you. I know it's been a rough year for you. Seriously, I think our wine intake saw a bazillion% increase. 4:30 a.m. is when she sent this. Holy crap. Have you stuck through it all like a champ? You deserve this. Finally being your own boss is a great move for you. No more having to explain anything you don't want to. I'm trying to not be too cheesy right now. I can't wait to be home next week for our visit. And check out your new space. Always. Have you heard about these green burial pods? When I find the link in my 1 million open tabs, I'll shoot it over to you. Funeral Home and Natural Burial Park. Magnolia Forest, named after magnolia trees that surround the funeral home, specializes in at-home funerals and green burials in a natural burial park. Goal is to empower families and encourage them to have a closer relationship with death and the dying process. The death of a loved one can be confusing and sometimes traumatic time, but we want you to feel fully involved in your loved one's death care decisions. Whether you're looking at care for your loved one, for the comfort of your home, be present during their cremation, or bury them in our natural cemetery. Magnolia Forest is here to work with you and provide these simple but intimate, meaningful options. Natural Burial Park allows the body to return to earth or cycle naturally. It is intended as an environmental sustainable alternative to existing funeral practices. Our park has room for bodies of all sizes and ages, as well as beloved pets. Families also have the option to bury their loved ones themselves if they so choose. Aw, that's nice. We believe in being transparent about our prices and practices. We are able to explain all our prices, work within your budget, and hope to make you feel comfortable and confident in your decisions. Let us know if we can answer any of your questions. Home funeral, $1,000 exclusive. Green burial service for adults, all exclusive. Infants are buried at no charge. Oh, that's nice. You can provide a 3x3 plot and help opening and closing the grave. Wow. Direct commercials. Okay. Okay. Wow. Okay. From Eileen Hansen, do Charlie says the day already, isn't it? Can't believe how quickly this has come up. Thank you for understanding and for your work. You made today easy already. See it went best. Eileen Hansen. Am I supposed to know Eileen? I'm not sure. See you soon. Huh. Okay. Let's see. Oh, this is like a natural... Oh, this is our business. Magnolia Forest. This hurts. I thought it'd be easier, but it's not. It hurts so much. But thank you for helping me give her the funeral she wants. Aww. I think we're ready to start now. That's amazing. Wow. I love it. You know what? This will be one video. One long ass video, but worth it. Oh, Caitlin! Caitlin Doty! That's the lady I was talking about! That's hilarious. In Order of the Death. She was actually a part of the game. That's why so much of the, like, the natural burial stuff. It's because of her. Go figure. Go figure. It's because of Caitlin, of course. I mean, man, this reminds me of Caitlin's channel. There's a reason for that. enjoyed that so much. That was a good time. Yeah, I enjoyed that. I enjoyed that quite a lot. Well, that was the Mortician's Tale. I feel like that was a good way. It wasn't spooky, but I feel like that's a good send off for the end of October for our channel. I'm not saying like I'm ending videos, but like it's a nice little nugget of a game for October. I'm happy I got to play it. But you know what? I'm just gonna make this one video. It's gonna be long, but it's gonna be one video. I'm gonna edit it together. I ended up making it 2 separate videos because I ended up having to pause recording to get up for a second, but I have to edit it together and whatnot. But I really enjoyed that. I'm just glad that it didn't turn out to be like a corporate thing, and she ended up being able to do her thing. That was wonderful. That was a delight. I said that when we played the Apalka game, that I wanted to play one sitting games every once in a while. This one wasn't really short, but I mean it was short, but it was short, but it wasn't like 15 minutes short like that game was. This was more 2-hour, bordering on 3. Might be less when I edit it down. I'm probably not editing like 2 hour, like 30 minutes out, but more like maybe 4 minutes out, something like that. Anyway, I had a good time with this. I hope you enjoyed watching it. I had a fun time with this. I enjoyed sharing my stories as I played it, with talking about death and LGBT stuff and all that. It was fun, and I'm gonna be looking through more of there's a lot of itch.io stuff, games I'm about to look through. I have so many of them. Actually I can pull them up. Hold on. This is the bundle I have right here. And I have so many I have so many games. So many games. But yeah. This is it. I'm gonna look through and see what other games we can play. There's a lot of horror games on there, I realized. I think there was quite a few horror ones on there, and I was like, maybe we'll do horror. Maybe if there's some short things in there, I'll check them out. We'll see. But I'm gonna start rambling, and we'll leave it right there. This was a good time. I loved it. And but I'll see y'all in the next video. And I hope you are having a good day. Have a good one, everybody.